though, bro, there's some stuff that's itching at us with this
Talk about it.
NBA top 25 under 25. I know. I'm gonna pull it up for you guys right now, and we're gonna see what you guys think. But I know AC has some words for y'all real quick, so let me pull this up real quick.
Oh yeah, let's get into this list, man.
Bam! NBA's top 25 under 25 based off of future potential. NBA insiders from ESPN dropped this today. AC, I'm sorry, I know you got the rest of the list, but let's start. I want to see your thoughts, man.
I want to start by prefacing my comments with a couple things that ESPN needs to address if they're ever going to do these kind of things like this ever again. Obviously, it's a recurring thing to do this list every year for the most part.
Right, respectful.
So if we're going to continue to do this, I'm going to need them to do a few things. Number one, determine what future potential is supposed to be. Is that the next year, the next 3 years, the next 5 years? What is this projection? Because you're giving me a blanket future potential, and you're not telling me when this is supposed to occur. Is it supposed to occur before the end of 25? I'm not sure. And secondly, if you're going to write via NBA insiders, I'm going to need you to start citing these people because they should be held accountable for their ridiculous opinions.
And fired.
And, well, holding them accountable leads to firing because the fact that Jason Tatum is number 5 should have been an immediate red flag. Everyone who's watching this should have been like, why is Jason Tatum at 5? Another red flag. Why is Lamelo Ball at 3?
He hasn't even played a full season.
We believe in him that much already? Is this Zion Williamson part 2? We're just rolling. Why is Zion at 2?
Bro.
I can live with Zion at 2 because the man is shooting 62% from the field right now. Okay, so I can live with that. If he develops a jump shot consistently outside of the paint, then yeah, he's number 2 on, and I'm fine with that. But Jason Tatum should be at 3. He should be at 3. There's no question about that. LaMelo Ball shouldn't be in the top any of this list. I'm just being honest.
You bump Donovan Mitchell down out of the top 5 in your opinion, or
Donovan Mitchell? Honestly, he can stay at number 4. Really, honestly,
that's fair. I respect that, bro.
Yeah. And truth be told, by the time the next list comes out next year, he's gonna be too old to be on the list anyway. So I have no problem with him being at 4. He's proven to me a lot more than
he's a bucket getter and a playmaker. He's making great plays for his teams, bro.
I mean, my man, like we can't act like he hasn't shown a lot in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
The bubble last year, dude.
If we're talking about future potential, I mean, you could make the question about him having around 4, because it's like, all right, well, how much higher is he going to jump? I would say he's probably around 4 on this list currently. So I don't know. The guy is efficient. He's a hooper. He definitely deserves to be on the top 4. But if we let's go ahead and give everybody the rest of the list.
Yeah, drop the rest of the ranking. AC has the rest of the rankings too. So
everybody the rest of the list. Let's see.
Crazy, man. They got LaMelo Ball at number 3, bro. I just
AC it or no?
No. But I'm trying to see. Yeah, no. I mean, I was going to see. You could read them off, right? You got them read off?
Yeah, I can read them off. I'll just read them off.
Yeah. We'll go piece by piece with it. You guys are good.
So at number 6, we've got De'Aaron Fox. At number 7, we have Ben Simmons. At number 8, Devin Booker. At number 9, Bam Adebayo. And at number 10, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And that rounds out the top 10 of 25 under 25. There are a few more problems with this list as we go from 6 down to 10. I'm going to start with De'Aaron Fox being at 6 ahead of Ben Simmons and Devin Booker. I'm going to go ahead and just stop you right there and say no. He can be below both of them, but not above,
of course.
Not above either one. De'Aaron Fox is an excellent player, and I feel like my tone right now is trying to throw shade. I'm not trying to throw shade at De'Aaron Fox at all. The dude can ball. But
dude.
As of right now, looking at what he's shown me and what I expect him to be in the future, I don't expect him to be considered in the future in the next 2 years, I guess. Let's say 2 years, to be a better guard than Devin Booker or Ben Simmons. That's where I stand,
bro.
So I'm not putting him above either one of the two. If you want to put him over Bam Adebayo, I got no problem with that. I don't have a problem with that. And so you put De'Aaron at 8, got Bam at 9. But I do have a massive problem with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander being number 10. I'm not gonna cap to you. That's a little wild to me. I mean, Shai, again, is my boy. I'm not trying. This is not about talking about down on the person who I'm removing from the place they are. It's not. It has nothing to do with them. It's not personal. It's just because the people that are below them should not be below them, and that's where the issue comes into play. Because if we get down to number 10, which is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, number 11 is Brandon Ingram. Okay, number 12 is Jaylen Brown. Okay, number 13 is Jamal Murray. Do I need to keep going?
And Shai's only been in the league for 3 seasons.
I haven't gotten to Trae Young. Like, come on now.
It's probably just because he's by himself, bro, and they're trying to give him that credit. But I don't know, man, even with that, man.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
No, I know. I'm saying it too, bro, because it's weird. B.I. is way better at hooping and playmaking, bro. What?
Like, come on. Shai is my boy. I love watching him play. But you telling me that Jaylen Brown and Brandon Ingram will not be better than him in the near future is cap. If you're telling me that Jamal Murray probably won't still be better than him in the near future, you're capping. Like, I'm sorry, bro. The fact that you have him above Trae Young and Ja Morant, I have serious questions, bro. I got
Look at B.I. stats. Look at B.I. stats, AC.
I'm looking, man. I'm looking. Like, come on, dude. And this is him taking a step back this year, bro, because Zion took a step forward.
Right. I don't get it. The man's averaging 23.8 points per game with Zion Williamson on his team, who has one of the best field goal percentages in the league right now.
Exactly, bro. I'm gonna just go ahead and finish the list now. So 13 is Jamal Murray, 14 Michael Porter Jr., 15 Ja Morant, 16 Trae Young, 17 Mikal Bridges, 17 Domantas Sabonis.
Up there even more?
I need to be up there. 19 Anthony Edwards, 20 DeAndre Ayton, 21 Tyrese Halliburton, 22 John Collins, 23 Jarrett Allen, 24 is Lonzo Ball, and 25 is Colin Sexton. I mean, for the back end part of the list, I don't have as many complaints because I'm not really.
Besides Sabonis, right?
Sabonis is definitely is just slanderous to have him below Mikal Bridges. And I'm a Phoenix Suns fan, bro. Mikal Bridges is nasty. He's nice, but he ain't on no Sabonis level. You swap him and Sabonis in a straight up trade.
I don't know.
Watch what happens to the Pacers, bro. Say that right now. So we gotta relax. We gotta relax here a little bit, okay? I think Mikal Bridges is gonna continue to rise and grow and be a great player. And I would love for him to stay with the Suns and use that part of his career being a Sun. I hope we get to do that. But no, I don't got bro rocking over Sabonis right now. I'm sorry. I was surprised to see that Anthony Edwards is down at 19. If we're you know what I mean, how they're projecting, y'all went from Lamelo Ball in the same class being at number 3, and Anthony Edwards is at 19.
Who's getting just as many buckets and creating as much opportunity for himself, too. Just because he's in Minnesota or what?
He's playing on a much, much worse team. Much worse.
Right.
His team has been one of the worst teams for the
Melo has playmakers around him that can score the ball and create their own shots.
Melo got a whole bunch of guards that can put up shots. He got athletic forwards that can
that can stretch the floor, shoot, and dunk the ball at will whenever they want with P.J. Washington and Miles Bridges.
That's what I'm saying.
And not forgetting Malik Monk.
You got veteran presence with
Rozier.
How to shoot. Rozier, like, come on,
He's a dog. Graham can shoot.
Got chemistry from playing in Boston already. Like, it's like a lot of players' ability to show how good they are comes with the tools you provide them, bro. And
exactly. Like getting drafted to Detroit.
Killian Hayes, bro. There's a reason why dudes who are nice end up doing nothing in the league is because, bro, they went from playing with people that are nice to playing with people that aren't nice anymore, bro.
Right.
Anthony Edwards isn't playing with anybody, bro. I remember for a portion of the season they had Malik Beasley was their leading scorer, bro.
Yeah, we were talking about that at the beginning of the year, and we were saying that's a big problem. Yeah, you were talking about that. I remember that. That was when we first started.
Minnesota's been the same. They've been the same team. They've been the same team, bro. They're 13 and 38. They would be they would be unquestionably the worst team in the West if it weren't for the fact that Houston has been absolutely god awful.
Implemented, yeah, because they lost 7.
Because they're one game ahead of them, bro. They're both at the bottom.
Well, at this point they both might as well just tank the rest of the year as they already have been.
Honestly, bro, because I don't even know. Like Minnesota, I don't even know what the problem is at that point, man. Like what do y'all need? Because you have
your damn team. You know that. You have to, bro. Like, bro, the direction of the team is so bad, bro. And it sucks, bro. Thibs left, bro, and you could just tell the morale of the team is gone.
This franchise has been going through the same exact cycle ever since Kevin Garnett left, bro. No, since Kevin Love left. Kevin Love was the last bit of prosperity and glitz and glamour, even though he never led them to the playoffs because we don't even talk about how bad that team, the way he was playing, was. Man was averaging 20 and 10 a night and couldn't get him into the goddamn playoffs. But since Kevin Love left, bro, Minnesota has been one of the most
dreadful,
awful, dreaded franchises of the league, man. Like how many numbers?
They just struggle to win games, barely.
I think the only other team that's had more number one overall picks in the past decade or 2 decades is probably the Cavs, bro. Because Minnesota up there picking a number one basically every other year, bro. Like they picked up Karl-Anthony Towns with number one overall pick. Anthony Ayers number one overall pick. They
were rewarded Wiggins from the Cavs.
Rewarded Wiggins, but they gave up. I think they had to. Yeah,
they gave up something for that guy.
They gave up something for that.
For Wiggs,
and then they picked up
Zach LaVine was there.
Yup. Come on, man.
And his talent has jumped tremendously in Chicago now.
If you told me Zach LaVine was going to be who he is now when he was playing in Minnesota, I would have told you that Zach LaVine stopped existing back in UCLA. I would have told you that.
But no cap or BS, bro. I believed in him. Yeah,
I would have been dead wrong. I still believed in him, but I didn't know Zach LaVine had a jump shot like this, bro. I'm gonna tell you straight up.
It's super crazy, bro. He can create his own shot from the three-point line.
He has a jumper, like he's athletic as hell, but he has a jump shot, and it's legit, bro. You need to guard him. You need to step up. I didn't know he had that. Like I really didn't know when he played on Minnesota that Zach LaVine had a jump shot, bro. I thought he was purely a slasher who was more athletic than people. And
uber athletic, slasher, yeah.
I thought that was why he was in the league, and it turns out that assessment was meant for the wrong person, and that assessment was meant for Andrew Wiggins. So I'm not doing any Wiggins slander today. I don't have the energy. I'm not doing that.
We'll save it for another day.
He's doing well in the Warriors, so I'm gonna leave him alone. I'm not getting into any Wiggins slander today. I'm gonna let him breathe, all right, because nobody's really his fan, and so he needs a little breather every now and then.
I want to see your thoughts, man. With Kevin Durant coming back, he's expected to, as a recording, it will be out today. So on Wednesday, he's supposed to make his return. How you feel like with the chemistry of the team? Obviously, though, too, another concern is one comes in, one goes out because Harden's going to be out for at least 10 days, I believe, or so. With that little hamstring, he re-aggravated it too. That was the thing. Obviously, you got to rest your guys. Though you got to rest your guys.
Harden needed a break anyway, bro. He's been playing way too many minutes.
And he's been carrying the load for the team as Kyrie and KD's been out for the time being. Harden's carrying the load as a point. So, I wanted to know what you think with KD coming back. You said nervous. What do you mean?
I mean, nervous. Well, I didn't let you finish the question first. So when I say nervous, how I feel about that is just because KD coming back, man. And I just saw what Kyrie Irving did to the New York Knicks last night. Did you see that, bro?
Yeah.
Oh my God, man! There wasn't a shot that he put up that you had that you felt like he should have made, bro. The shot he was doing things to Julius Randle that don't make sense, bro. You shouldn't be on the NBA court with your palm on the ground, bro, and still be getting a shot up.
Look at this.
Kyrie Irving is completely nasty, man. People sometimes forget, his bag of tricks, what he can do with the ball, how he has it on the string. It's crazy. So when you say, "Oh, Kevin Durant's coming back," my immediate thought is, I'm getting very nervous because now I have to see Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, and remind myself that James Harden is still coming. He's coming a little later. I don't think chemistry will be an issue for the team. I think that I think that they might get a little worn down though as the season wanes on because a lot of their games are very close when it comes to the final box score. They have an elite offense, but they can't stop anybody from scoring on defense. And so even though they're putting up 120, 115 a night, they win in games by 3, 4 points. Like that shouldn't be the case if you're putting up that many points a night. You should be able to like put some better defense up. And I think that that's really where the concern is for them. It's not really a chemistry issue, but it's like, okay, if they're like, what happens if they find themselves in a rough patch where they've lost, 4 or 5 games in a row in those same kind of situations? Because those games can go either way. Sometimes you get a bad call from a ref, foul trouble happens, you don't make the shot. If you keep playing those tight games where you're only winning by 2, you can very easily lose by 2 as well. Those close games go either way. And I'd be worried about maybe that being affecting them, being always in tight knit games and not getting the confidence of just being able to just dominate, But then again, I think that might also be a benefit to them because teams that dominate kind of get used to dominating and they get popped in the mouth when they forget that teams are still like that. They're still NBA professionals, like they're
and trying to headhunt, trying to headhunt the top go getters.
And so
you see that with the Warriors,
if you're not winning games by a lot, you're not overly confident because every game is a struggle. Every game you got to earn. Every game you got to deserve, and you're not scared of people headhunting no more. You know what I mean? Because every game is every game. You're confident, but you're not like overly cocky about it. So I'm happy to see KD come back. I really want it because that's one of them. That is probably the most efficient jump shooter scorer in the league right now.
Yeah, for sure. No question,
is efficient, but pulling up from all ranges of the court, KD. I was just me and my roommates were watching KD's highlights of Game 3 versus the Clippers. I forgot what year it was.
That was the year he was on the Warriors when he said, "You know who I am, Kevin Durant."
Yes,
right.
I watched
that ass,
and he did not he made his first 8, and they were all completely different shots, bro.
Yeah, sorry, Pat Bev on him. Yeah,
he was doing fadeaway pull-ups, driving to the cup, leaning. I'm like, oh my god, I'm like, wow, I forgot this man can do all this. You cannot guard that. That is not guardable.
And this is in his bag. This ain't just no regular stuff like he scored today. No, this is like I'm getting in my bag. Combo move.
Yup.
Like he's in it, bro.
You're biting on every hesitation. I'm controlling everything you do, bro. He be a puppet master out there, bro. Like if KD wants you to bite on the hesitation, he'll do a little, and then you're gone.
You're at the mercy of him every shot, bro, because you're not contesting none of his shots. The mercy is he makes or misses it at that point. He's gonna beat you.
He's gonna beat you. He's beating you to a spot. He's beating you to the apex of a shot. He's probably beating you back to the offensive rebound if we're being honest.
Yeah.
So
that's one of the greatest scores we've ever seen. Our time, no question, bro.
That is, if
he's a killer.
Honestly, I could make the argument he's the greatest scorer I've ever seen.
That's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't, just for the sake of not disrespecting other NBA greats, because I know there are a lot of fans out there.
Jordan.
If I start saying, well, I'm talking about people that we saw actually watch. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, we've witnessed all of KD.
But okay, another thing, all that. We're talking about KD being one of the greatest scorers we've ever watched, bro, and he's playing with another one that's one of the greatest scorers I've ever watched, and his name is James Harden.
No question. Facts, MVP, candidate in my opinion.
Oh my, bro, I'm telling you, I'm so scared, bro. NBA playoff time with both of them. Oh my god.
And Kyrie Irving.
Bro, you're about honestly, dude, there's gonna be a whole lot of ISO and a whole lot of mixtapes going on, bro. People are gonna be
also highlights is gonna get stupid subscribers. We're trying to get to them.
Get left and right. Oh my god, man. I already know when they play that 8th seed, bro, and whoever gets stuck with the 8th seed, and that's happy that they finally earned it going through that play-in spot and they got it and they're locked in. They got to see Brooklyn in the first round.
I ain't happy to see them.
Y'all don't want to see Brooklyn first round. You ask me, I'd rather not make the playoffs to see Brooklyn first round.
And we're forgetting about even Joe Harris and LaMarcus Blake, Jeff Green, bro. They're all vets that are hooping.
Lulu Cabarro, Landry Shamet,
Bruce Brown, guy. That team is
Brown.
hoopers.
Like, I don't even know how
Claxton's pretty good too. Claxton, that's their
roster is
backup.
so deep, bro. And it's like okay. There are
It's sad
like
this is the only team we have to talk about now, bro, because like that's just the major blockbuster shit we got.
it's like I think there may be like 3 or 4 not household names on that team, dude. Do you realize that's never like that? Well, that rarely happens, bro. Like I think the last time that happened was on the Lakers team that won a chip with Karl Malone and Gary Payton, bro. And
they went to the finals and didn't win. That was a sad part about that damn team.
You knew every dude on that team, bro. Like you knew this, bro. And that's what's happening in Brooklyn right now. That's crazy. For us to sit here, like what other NBA team right now? Well, there's a few because we're basketball heads, bro. But if you really sat here and thought about how many teams we can name more than 7, 8 players on a team, bro, we're probably not hitting. We might hit 50% of the league, bro. Maybe. We just sat and named at least 12 dudes on Brooklyn's roster, bro. Like that's wild.
We named the whole rotation.
That's wild, bro.
And that's how deep the rotation is with the team. That's the sad part about it. Because Nash is a savvy coach with that. So,
okay. Whoa. Time out. I need the ball. I'm ISO. It's the checkup. It's checkup time. All right. There are two coaches in NBA history who've had the easiest teams to coach as their first starting coaching job, and they both have the name Steve.
Nash Curry.
Steve Kerr. I don't. Come on, man. Come on, dog. Like,
can you give Nash his respect though with what he has so far though?
I'm gonna give him his respect, bro, because
you have to. He's a player. He's a no question Hall of Famer. That's your guy. I thought.
That's my guy. Okay, but I'm also just saying, bro, for that to be your first coaching gig, like, how do you fail? I want you to be honest, bro. How do you fail?
And look at his coaching staff, though.
This coaching staff is solid, bro. Like
D'Antoni is basically was the coach of Harden for how many years, bro? Like you haven't made in the fucking shade. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know, bro.
He hasn't made in the shade.
I know. I don't know, bro. I feel like this kind of job, like, is too covered.
I feel you though, bro. Because, bro, tell me if Lloyd Pierce was coach or even a Mark Jackson,
bro,
Nate McMillan,
come on, man, like
Brian Saunders, the old coach from the Timberwolves. Like, even if he was there,
I'm not trying to disrespect Steve Nash. I'm just saying.
I'm not either because I respect the guy, bro. I love him.
I'm just saying that he's not coming to this team and doing what other people could not do. That's all I'm saying, bro. All I'm saying is other coaches to take Brooklyn and then say, "Oh, I'm giving you Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. Oh, and by the way, I'm adding James Harden after the season starts." And you're like, come on, bro. Like, I no disrespect. No, I know. In that gig could be a number 2 seed. Like, teams like this, as long as you have some kind of mental knowledge of basketball, which both Steve Kerr and Steve Nash do, and you can what's it called?
At the point too, bro. They know the offense.
Explain it. You can explain it to the players because you've lived it and you played it. Like half. I mean, no disrespect. Bro, Golden State was an autopilot half the time, bro. Steve Kerr would sit down for like half a quarter and just watch.
Draymond's ass was coaching the team.
And just watch,
and
bro.
Iggy too. You respect, yeah.
Y'all got it. Hey, y'all got it. I'm gonna just sit down for a whole quarter, and then the next quarter,
you know how much of a slap in the face that is, bro? And even the fact,
and they still winning, and they didn't lose the lead the whole time. Coach sat down, bro.
And you already know too. Prime example. We know why Luke Walton has a job in the league. He had the talent. That proves it. Like you just said, Luke Walton should not be no damn NBA coach, bro. And we look at it though. Oh, Luke Walton led the team to 44-1 or however many games that they won.
Led Luke Walton.
But look who he had.
The team led,
and he had Ron Adams, and he had the whole coaching staff that was already there and established.
That literally proves my point, bro. That like you can just grab someone and put them in a roster with guys who are Hall of Famers, who are legends, who study the game, live the game, breathe the game. They know what they're doing. These dudes are 30 years old, bro. Like I'm not disrespecting coaching at any level, but most of these dudes know what they need to do. Like all you need to do is kind of remind them of what plays to run, what you can see from a perspective from the sideline, and how to coach up the younger guys. But most of the vets, which is all Brooklyn is, and what most of the scoring potential and everyone was on those teams in Golden State, is just let them play, bro, and explain things. Like they have They'd be an autopilot. And so I think that Steve Nash has done a great job because if you don't get your team to where they are, well, your team is expected to be where they are right now. They have to be a number 2 seed. If you don't get a number 2 seed, number 2 and number 1, okay. If you're anywhere below that, for your head because it's supposed to be too easy. I think they're the number 2 right now because Philadelphia is well, actually they're tied for number 1. Anyway,
yeah, they're tied. They're flopping back and forth each night, basically. But that's good though. That's the potential. That's what you expect out of these guys, though.
That's what you expect. So I'm glad he's living up to expectations because there's nothing worse than being a first-time head coach and not living up to expectations, especially when everyone thinks that you already have a pretty good gig that everyone else wants. So mad props to him for handling his business because that is a key thing to do. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I really want to see how a Mike D'Antoni offense, how a Steve Kerr improved offense, and Steve Nash improved offense.
Nash, respect.
And a Steve Nash mindset on the defensive side of the ball goes in the playoffs. Like I'm really interested to see how their teams play the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter on games that are close. How do they lock up? How are they switching? How are they rotating? Who's guarding who? Who's not playing? You know what I mean? Because that's where I think the real coaching that I want to see from Steve Nash is going to come. When those, the back's against the wall, you got 3 stars, but 2 of them can't play no defense on another team if they have, their star is going crazy. Mm-hmm. You can leave KD out there, but then you might need to take James or Kyrie out. And then you might
there is a defensive liability, and there are liabilities and cracks on that team.
So that's when he's going to need to start mixing and matching and making players are in the best places for them. And I really want to see that because regular season, you chalk it up. You get the dub, you move on.
The regular season is just building your rotation for the final.
You know what I'm saying? Like every game in the regular season, like you want to win, but if you lose, it's like, all right, we watch film on it, move on, next game. Because you got a game. Yeah.
Secure your seeding.
But when you get to 7 games, you're gonna have to go 7 unless you win 4. And they're studying you and they're watching you, man, and they're like, I'm
gotta win those 4.
Honest, bro. There are some teams in the East that are gonna give them some good competition. So
if they ever were to match up with a team like the New York Knicks in a 7-game series, they're going to be brutally drained the hell out, bro.
Oh yeah, man. Even like
and the fact that we see the level of competition elevate for the Knicks as they play the Nets, bro, it's crazy. Like obviously it's across the city rivalry. Obviously that's one big Showtime thing about it, and it's nationally televised every time. That's the second thing about it. But the third thing about it is the level of potential that the Knicks have already with Julius Randle. And it's crazy, bro. Like we never, ever would have thought that we would see the Knicks in postseason contention in his first year with Coach Thibs, bro. Like I'm just being straight honest with you. I
didn't see it either, bro.
But the level of competition is raised. It's like a Lakers-Clippers rivalry, literally, bro. Like, and it's crazy. Like the Lakers just got smacked by the Clippers yesterday or a couple of days ago. I think it was on Sunday. But still, my point being though is that you see the best level of competition come out, bro. I'm telling you, the Knicks can give them a problem. They might not win, but they're gonna dog them out to the point where they're gonna have to dig to win games because the game yesterday, bro, was 112-14.
I'm saying, bro. So I'm saying. 2-point game.
Rivalry is not this rivalry is not bland or plain, bro. Like, and they got hitters, bro. Like, that's just what it is right now. Like, Thibs is working his players out. Like, Randall had 19, 15, and 12, bro. Like, he's producing. RJ Barrett had 22. Bullock is hitting. When he hits, he's hitting. And then you got D Rose leading the way as your backup point guard. He's mainly playing starting point guard, running 25 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So, this team is built for runs on every single given night, bro. But I'm just saying, though, like, you look at this Kyrie Irving, 40 points. Jeff Green was getting his shots off. Joe Harris is getting his shots off the pass from the 7 assists of Kyrie. And you know what I'm saying? Harden got out of that game early with that re-aggravated hamstring. But I'm just telling you, bro, like, it's going to be grit and grind between these two teams if they ever were to match with the President. That's a team like that that's hungry and wants to prove themselves to the world, bro. So, like, that's something really to look out for. Like,
that's true about the Knicks, bro. Every single player on that team is trying to prove something, bro. RJ Barrett is trying to prove something. Julius Randle is trying to prove something. Derek Rose is trying to prove something. You know, they got a lot of guys that are trying to. Frank Nicolina is trying to prove something, bro. Like, their whole roster.
That rotation is slim to none sometimes, but at the same time, when Thibs utilizes his players with that intensity on defense and buying into that grit and grind. Oh, they're bro. I'm telling you, it's a problem. And Julius Randle's a triple double machine at this point in the league right now. It's crazy. Yeah, every given night, he's shying and flirting with a triple double. So we'll see.
It's crazy because like if you watch Julius Randle's highlights in high school, bro, like you saw this coming. You know what I mean? Like we really, I be forgetting like every NBA player, bro, no matter how nasty you think they are or how nasty you don't think they are, was nasty in high school. And if you go back, you watch how they start when they start to become nasty in the pros. And you look back at high school, it's like, whoa, bro is always doing this. Like,
say it, bro.
Like Julius Randle's been running the floor like a regular or like a guard, bro.
Even
like,
at Kentucky, he was running shit, bro.
Yeah, it was been
and
running.
That's my team, so I'm already knowing, bro. Like, yeah, he was a dog, bro.
Yeah, so I'm glad to see him like hitting his stride. You know what I'm saying? Found a home. I hope he stays in New York for a minute because he seems to really buy into the culture there, and then he's having his best career numbers there, by far. So I think that's a great place for him to be. I think he's
all-star. First year all-star too.
For sure all-star. He was definitely an all-star this year. He deserved it. I mean, I don't know. I feel like he's one of those guys who could be a borderline all-star the second year, you know what I mean? Because his numbers aren't going to be like exactly the same or exactly as impactful. You know they be having dudes that are one-time all-stars. They put up the same numbers next year and you don't make them as all-star. So I could see that happening. But I mean, like just looking at his stats for the last 2-3 years, he's been averaging the same amount of points as he's averaging right now. You know, people like
and 19.
He averaged 21 in New Orleans, averaged 19 last year on the Knicks.
That was a good year for him.
You know, so I mean, he's proven that he can score. His effective field goal percentage has always been high. He shoots around 50%, a little bit over 50%. So I mean,
like you said, the Lakers can't produce talent.
The main thing now is he's developed a 3-point shot. I think he's now shooting like maybe like 40% or something, even though he's not shooting a lot. But he's taking those looks.
His 3-point percentage field goal rate is at 41% basically.
41%. Right, like that, you know, like that's great from your power forward.
Yeah. Who's not even known to do that too. That's the crazy part about it.
You know, like those are great things to get from your power forward. Any power forward that can shoot 80% from the free throw line can get PT on any team. You know what I mean? Because you're not going to hack or shack me. You know, I'm gonna get.
And he's not even a stretch four. That's the crazy thing about it. He's not
even a stretch four. Like, he's not even a stretch four. He's like legitimately just a four. Like, it's interesting to see those kind of guys because you don't really see too many guys that are just like legitimately just one position. You know, like he is a power forward through and through. Like you're not putting him at the 3, bro. He's like, come on, man. And you're not putting him at the. I mean, you could put him at the 5. You want to run small ball.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I would run him at the 5.
Not against actual bigs. You know what I mean? Like if they're running. Like if it was like
Embiid, he can't. No, you can't match him up with Embiid, bro. Hell no.
Like if it was like the Warriors and they're running like Draymond at the 5, yeah, you can run Julius Randle.
Yeah, you can because
he'll hold his own on that. But yeah, it's great to see guys reach new potentials in their careers. Remind people who have kind of the guys that were mainstream names that have kind of slipped out of the mainstream or back in the mainstream. So it's just great to see guys' careers. You just keep reminding yourself to keep pushing, keep working hard. You believe in yourself. You got talent. Well, you just might need to do a new environment, and that was the case for Julius Randle.
We're seeing that with a lot of players, bro. Especially like Julius Randle. Even we've been talking about him a lot lately. Zach LaVine, the tremendous jump in a player's career from one environment to the next, bro. It's just a crazy thing to see. We even see it with sports now, like football, bro. Like Sam Darnold was playing on the Jets.
Yeah.
And as we get going into our other topics and stuff, you guys, like we're gonna talk about other sports like football and stuff. Like Sam Darnold was on a sorry ass team, bro. The Jets had no threats and no weapons.
Sorry, they gave him,
and he was a promising player coming out of SC, bro. And the crazy part about it now is that he has a brand new opportunity with Christian McCaffrey and Robbie Anderson, all those guys, bro. So like we're seeing, bro, like all it takes is a new environment for the potential and trajectory of your career to go back up there.
Robbie was on the team he was already on. They let him go. He was already on the Jets, and that was the only receiver he had. They let him go, and they were like, "Yes, Sam Darnold, you're not it." You're like, well, who else on this team is it, bro? Tell me who else on this team is it.
I let go Le'Veon Bell. Robbie Anderson's gone, and they don't have anybody else ever since. Yeah, Mark Sanchez, sorry ass teams and stuff.
On.
Yeah,
it's
crazy.
Joke for man. I'll be forgetting.
Next week we're talking football for sure.
Okay.
We got to talk some
I'm
football.
here. I'm here.
Yeah, we got to talk some football because that there's a lot of stuff, and the draft's coming up too. We got to talk about that. It's gonna be pretty good in my opinion.
All right, know where I'm at. I'm here.
Yes, sir. I'm already knowing. I'm a Cowboy fan. I know. Hey, stick to thick and thin. You better stay with your team, bro. So.
Oh, I'm
I think it'll be
always here. I'm always here, bro. We I don't
Yeah.
care if we hit rock bottom of the AFC East, bro. I'm still here. I've watched 6 championships, bro. No, 7. I'm sorry. I'm good. So
Yeah.
if I don't see
Facts.
another one, bro, I'm good. I'll be okay.
No, I mean I hope Cam does. I mean if Cam is the answer or not, I hope something is figured out to where they can get back up there.
Cam is the answer, bro. He just need to
Yeah.
need weapons. So we'll
That's it. Yeah, my
we'll-
opinion too. Yeah, best
they had nobody. So we'll be all right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. You want to wrap us up, man?
Yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys stayed with us, we just gave you a little tidbit. We will be talking about football in our next episode, so you're the first people to know. If you have any topics for football related that you guys want us to talk about, or you feel like you are a connoisseur of football knowledge and you want to be on top of the podcast, be on there with us, reach out. We are more than welcome. More than welcome to have you on. We'd love to have you on. We'll talk about your discussions. But if you don't say anything, ain't nothing gonna happen. So that's it for us for this week, and we'll catch up with you guys next week.